And then he hits that machine. He hits one of the things on the yeah, but I'm afraid to look like this. That's not gonna happen. I know.
People remember when? But you won't remember when you were little. We went towards this guy with a fountain.
Oh yeah, and then he almost fell down.
And you were worried that it might get there.
But I beat him. But why are we watching it now? I didn't start this like today.
Let's just let go. Let go.
I know what I was saying.
Yeah. If they volunteer to target, I'm gonna send Jump up. Just kidding, Jump.
What's up, Mum?
Yeah, so if you work at just like a small area, you need that top, or if you want a bigger space, depending on how big your company is.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Did I not speak into the microphone? I said good afternoon, everybody. There we go, that's more like it. Well, welcome everybody to the Royal Armouries Tiltyard for this afternoon's demonstration of the incredible cavalry skills that the Mongols used to sweep and conquer most of the known world. My name is Dan, and I'll be guiding you through this afternoon's exciting demonstration. And we hope you enjoyed that demonstration. But just before we get our fantastic riders into the tilt yard to show you what they can do, please do listen to the following safety announcements. Firstly, please do not cross the fence between the seating and the arena, as the arena will shortly be full of thundering hooves, lances, swords, and other sharp, pointy objects. Secondly, please do not attempt to sit on the wall at the back of the seating. You might think that you're going to get a better view, but trust me, there is a rather long drop on the other side. If it rains, please do tough it out in the stands and don't attempt to take shelter under the central canopy, as you will be blocking the emergency exits. And in the unlikely event of an emergency, the exits are underneath the central canopy, so you know what to look out for. And please do listen to any advice and instruction that our fabulous front of house team give you. They are there to help you enjoy the show, but also keep you all safe. Please do, however, feel free to take as many photos and videos as possible, flash or otherwise, and tag us on social media so we can share some of the best ones. But without any further ado, and any more waffling from myself, please put your hands together and welcome onto the tilt yard the live interpretation team and our riders! Yes, here they come now. And our two cavalrymen today represent the main force of any Mongolian army, light and heavy cavalrymen from the 13th century. And as they proceed before you, please do give them a round of applause and a cheer. But as they warm up and settle in their horses, allow me to introduce you to the two of them. First up on the audience side, we have Johnny, and he is riding Kublai, representing our light cavalryman. He wears no armour, only the traditional coat known as a deal, as well as a fur-lined hat. This makes him very mobile indeed, and he carries with him a Yuan dynasty period sabre, as well as a recurve bow with arrows carried in quivers attached to a belt set either side of his hips. And in his hands he also carries with him a spear, but with a hooked blade that can be used to haul in.
No, it was just the timing.
Or slice them as they ride by. Give a round of applause for Johnny, everybody! And up second we have Andy, and he is riding Ogadai, representing our heavy cavalryman. Wearing distinctive lamella armour, this is made
I recognise Andy, he's a Royal Armouries legend.
To a fabric base, creating excellent protection from swords, spears and arrows. But it does weigh about 20 kilograms, in fact. He also carries with him his primary weapon, the Mongolian bow, along with a heavier sabre that can crush as well as cut. And in his hands he holds a devastating two-handed mace. Give a round of applause for Andy, everybody! But with our introductions over, I think it's time we see what our two horsemen can do. As we've got a series of exercises set up to test both their horsemanship as well as the skills with the various weapons that they carry. But we should make this even more exciting and have it be a competition between our two riders. So please do pick a champion out of Johnny and Andy and give them all the encouragement that you can muster this afternoon. The louder you cheer, the faster they ride. And the first challenge we've got for them today will be the sword cut. And they are up against a most terrifying foe. They will face the cabbage!
Yeah!
What the idea is as our riders come thundering down, they will attempt to slice into those cabbages. If they deliver a backhanded cut, they will get 2 points. If they deliver a forehanded cut, they will just get 1 point. And up first, taking part, we're going to have Johnny, our light cavalryman. A lovely cut. A second lovely cut. And a third lovely cut. That's very well done to Johnny for the full 6 points on that pass. Oh, very well done indeed.
You did a backhand pat.
Our ground crew are just going to replace those all-important cabbages and also get themselves safely out of the way. Ready for Andy, our heavy cavalryman's turn. Give him some encouragement, everyone. A lovely cut. A second lovely cut.
Oh, and a miss.
Just missing the third, I believe. My ground crew's going to check for me. I think Andy gave that last cabbage a shave, so I will still give him the full 6 points! Alright, they're going to return to their starting positions to get ready for the next challenge, but as they come before you, do give them another massive round of applause. It is much harder than it looks, and they are making it look easy for you today. Very well done. Woo!
Yeah!
As an important weapon of the Mongolian cavalry was the lance or spear. And so before you, you'll see 3 rings of coiled rope, suspended roughly at chest height of an opponent on horseback. The idea being, as our riders come thundering down, they will attempt to pick up the ring on the end of their lance. If they pick up the ring, they will get 2 points. If they only manage to dislodge the ring, they will just get 1 point. And up first, once again, we are going to have Johnny, our light cavalryman.
Woo!
Dislodges the second and carries the third.
Even I'm saying that.
Still very respectable.
I've got pretty good aim.
Really difficult to reset the all-important rings. And you might be able to tell from where you are, but it is actually harder than it looks, as each of the rings are at slightly different heights, meaning that our cavalrymen have to readjust their aim with every single ring. And with our ground crew safely out of the way, it's now Andy, our heavy cavalryman's turn. Give him some encouragement, everybody! Carries the first, misses the second, misses the third! So on that pass, Andy gets 2 points. This is going to be a close competition indeed. Once again, our riders are going to return to their starting positions, ready for the next challenge, and do give them a massive round of applause. Keeping the horses in good control at every single challenge.
Yeah!
Next challenge we've got for them, we like to call the crush and slice. And you might be thinking, well, what's that referring to? But if you remember back to the start of the demonstration, our riders were carrying some other weapons. And Andy, our heavy cavalryman, was carrying a devastating 2-handed mace, which is actually a 2-handed copy of one that we've got on display back in the Asia and Africa Gallery in the museum. And Andy, with this 2-handed mace, has got a very terrifying foe indeed. The watermelon! As Andy comes thundering down the yard, he's going to hopefully smash that watermelon to pieces. If he does, he's going to get 2 points. If he only manages to knock it off the pedestal, he'll just get 1 point. And so, Andy, good sir, whenever you are ready.
I'm ready!
All over the tilt today. So that is 2 points for Andy. A very well done indeed. Now, as our ground crew reset ready for the next attempt, you'll recognise that the half of that game was called the crush and slice. But what is the slice? Well, if you remember, our light cavalryman was holding a spear, but a spear with a hooked blade on the back. This could be used to haul an enemy from their saddle or slice them as they ride by. And Johnny's terrifying target will be this sack of potatoes! So hopefully Johnny's going to slice that open and send potatoes all over the tilt yard. Here he comes! Oh, potatoes flying all over the tilt yard. All this fruit and veg really making me hungry.
Watermelon, cabbage, potato.
Up. Once again, our riders are going to proceed before you, so please do give them a massive round of applause. And not only to our riders, but to the horses as well. But we're actually going to give a short break. As while the Mongols were famous for their skills on horseback, they also carved out victories using artillery, siege engines, but also infantry. And the Mongol bowmen would practice wherever possible. And one of those practices has been honed into a national sport that is known as nadal. And this is held in Mongolia every July. It celebrates the three most important pastimes in Mongolia: horse racing, archery, and wrestling, and honouring nomadic traditions as well as national unity. The aforementioned archery sport is part of a game known as, and I do apologise for my Mongolian, karkarva, which, the idea being, our participants are going to shoot at a very special target, small cylinders known as sirs, which you can see just by the sandbags next to me. The idea being here is that if our archers dislodge any of the outer ground cans, they will get 2 points. If they dislodge any of the central red cans, they will get 4 points. And the last arrow that they will loose will be a whistling arrow, which is worth double points. And taking part in our field archery day is some members of our fantastic live interpretation team, so please do give it up for David and Dave! We've got Dave up first. Oh, dislodging several of the brown cans there. Very well done. Oh, just bouncing over for David. It does normally take our archers a few goes to really get that iron on the target. Oh, just bouncing over for Dave. Let's see how David does. Oh, dislodging several brown cans as well for David. And they've got their hats on backwards, so it must be a serious competition. Oh, landing just short for Dave on that one. Oh! Literally glimpsing the top of those cans for David, but no dislodges. And finally we've got the whistling arrows, so see if you can hear them fly. Oh! Just bouncing over for Dave on that one. Let's see how David can do. Oh! And just off to the side to the sandbag, but please do give them a massive round of applause. Them each knocking over several brown cans. But now our ground crew are going to come and do a little bit of tidying up, actually. They've made quite the mess of my nice little wall of cans. But while they are doing that, we've got to observe one final tradition as part of this archery game, which is the top performers in Mongolia would be awarded the title of National Marksman or National Markswoman. So after tossing up the scores, I'm very happy to announce that this afternoon's National Marksman is Dave! Give him a round of applause! But now is the moment I'm sure you've all been waiting for. What the Mongolians were most famous for: horse archery. as the Mongol warriors were able to use their recurve bows on horseback to a devastating effect by shooting both quickly and also accurately. And so today we've got two traditional Saran targets set before you. One just off to the left side of the tilt yard, and the other just by David, off to the right. The idea being that as our riders come thundering down the archery lane, they will attempt to hit the first target as they approach it. The second, however, will actually be as they pass the target in what is known as a parting shot. And this is the hardest challenge today for our riders. So please do give them plenty of encouragement as they come thundering past. But up first, we are going to have Andy, our heavy cavalryman. He does a 3-point turn of his horse into position. There we go. Just gaining speed. And here he comes now.
Yeah!
Strike on the outer target, that's still worth a point. Here he comes up to that second target. And still a strike on the black, that is still worth 2 points of that pass. A very well done indeed. And now our ground crew just going to tidy up those arrows and get themselves nice and safely out of the way. Ready for Johnny's go. And here he comes now. Strike on the target. That's a bullseye.
Yeah!
That's an amazing job for Johnny. He really wanted to win this fabulous competition. Leaving you all in suspense right until the last moment. But that, with the bullseye, the first target, and blue on the second, that means that Johnny on that pass gets 13 points!
Yeah!
So allow me a second to toss up the scores. As we've got one final tradition to observe this afternoon, an important part of any cavalry game, which is the naming of a champion. So please, everybody, join me now. Slap your hands on your knees, stamp your feet in a drum roll, please. This afternoon's victor in the Mongolian cavalry demonstration, with a whopping 24 points, Johnny Allen! Still keep that round of applause going for Andy.
Yeah!
As well as our ground crew, David and Dave.
Yeah!
The grooms, the fantastic front of house team, our volunteers, and everybody who works incredibly hard to keep the tilt yard open and our shows going. Now, for those of you who would like to talk with our riders and get closer to the horses, as well as the items they carry and wear, they'll now be returning to the stables, which will be reopening shortly. And you are more than welcome to visit them there. But please queue responsibly while you wait. Once inside, remain on the audience side of the safety barriers, listen to the riders and grooms' instructions, and please don't stay too long so as many people as possible can have a turn. But as they come by one final time, do give them another huge round of applause. Checking out our fabulous Genghis Khan exhibition, featuring some incredible treasures from Mongolian history that are not to be missed. Tickets start at £9, but kids go absolutely free. Or if you've enjoyed the show and are able to today, please do think about making a donation. It really helps us keep the collection going strong and our public event programme as well. If you'd like more information, please speak to our fantastic front of house team. But aside from that, thank you once again for joining us. Take care and enjoy the rest of your visit to the Royal Armouries. But for myself, Dan, thank you very much and good night!
Nice. All right, I'll wrap this up. Bye.
took it out of me.
Why does this thing never want to end? It's like you click end and it just goes, no. It doesn't want to end.
Well, the horses are gone. There's no
Stupid thing. Techie will still work on an out industry. Yeah, you click on it and it doesn't do nothing. You click end and it doesn't end it. Stupid thing.